Start timer up, so Anki comes as shit. What is a man? Early. Last time I was too late.
No, it cannot be.
I think that was under a minute. We're golden. Yeah, Richter's way too good. For those fights, with sub items, he's amazing. Then you play him in the regular Castlevania game, and it's like, eh. Maybe not the best. I'm on Axe Sword armor. I think he just dies so quickly. If it was anything like last game, I got hit a bunch. Alright, Crystal, Garnet. This is gonna be the game I get a library card again. Oh, my Dark Shield's actually stronger. I shouldn't complain. I just know it's always funny. It's like whenever I get the library card, it's very rarely do I have good gear. Last time I got like the tall war. Okay. I believe one of the times I had a... Was it the Battle Lair? Battle... I don't know how to pronounce that one. It's the one where you... It gets stronger the more playtime you have. So it's, you know, 0 at the base. Like, of course, that's the weapon I get in the library card one. What? Start with that and the walk armor. Perfect. Walk armor, you get defense based on how much map you uncover. Which, I mean, for these runs, are usually not a lot. Yeah, Fenrir is a really nice one to start. Healing mail is kind of dumb, but armor. I think I have to stand still or be in... I don't have double jump. Okay. And a snorkel? Really? Not exactly exciting. Oop. You can do infinite money, but Zircon's boring. Just sit there for a very long time. I always like seeing this one. Quite often is a good item. Like 20% of the time. This was not one of those times. Alright, so I got the Ring of Fenrir. That's at least a start. Kind of. Hide Cuirass. Not more than my healing mail. Just having that ring makes everything so much easier. Because normally, like, the most attack you would get would be like 2, I think, off of a sword. It's early. Like, right off the bat, it gives you 7. Like, sure, I'm punching, but it's stronger than I would be with a sword. Are you actually dead? Good. Do I just stand still and it's cool? Am I missing health? Let's see, 1. Yeah, I don't know how the healing mail works. Bloody zombies aggressive walking. Reminds me of Malcolm in the Middle when they had the speed walking episode. Boss, good luck. Oh, I get the throwy thing. Like, what the hell did I get? The nunchucks? Nunchucks are kind of cool. I think you can still kick the... You actually double attack. Alright, I mean the snorkel kind of sucks, but a piece of leads is nice. Just need some kind of movement would be nice. Really? One of these days. One of these days. Haven't killed any tibbles in this one yet. I like the sound of the nunchucks. I don't have any transformations, so I can't get up there. I don't think I can hit these bastards unless they jump. I never get items off those. So they could have had the Crucigram and just... No bueno. Sneeze. Not good. I can't kill the plants with these. You get like a little extra range. I can't just have like a single chuck. That'd be cool. Okay, I got a cloak. That's nice. A Grookey? That's the little monkey? The grass monkey? I'm not great with the Pokemons. Fistatokas, alright. Oh, the Fistatokas. I don't know the trajectory on this. Perfect. That is a Ring of Pails. I'm not going to make the jump, I don't care. No idea why you can fire fists, but you can. Great. Oh, I think the base catch rate's like 50%. Maybe it's 35, I don't know. I believe I got rid of the... whatever the sheet was. I tried to do something nice and I only ever got a complaint on it, so no banner. Soul Wolf. I mean, kind of helpful. You can do the one little jump. I just love if you shoot a fireball out of your fist from this. It's great. As that, it also has the multi-punches. I don't know if multi-punches are actually good. Whenever you punch, you actually hit twice, and you... or something like Dracula. I guess for him it's probably good, because he's stationary. Well, not stationary, but... he's so huge. You don't really have to worry about missing him. Jewel of Open. Okay, so... means I can actually skip... I don't need to go to the library, the librarian, and I have very little money. I have enough for whatever the relic is. I can do... we go to the library, or do the Jewel of the Open. I did grab the teleport, yeah. This way I'll still have my chance of getting infinite money. Much as I like the Fistatokas, there's better weapons out there. Or at least some armor. Or a shield. Something cool. I just gotta hoof it. I guess there's that. You can jump up that way with Wolf. Like a weird, like, hook jump from that ledge. I don't know why it works, but it does. Usually it takes me a couple tries, though. Unfortunately, the Pokemon command, you get yelled at by the Pokemon community game. Maybe I should change mine. Since I can't really change their bot, it's kind of like the only option, right? Alright, so the only place I can go is the waterfall ride. Or no, I can jump the waterfall. I'm just really not good at it. Which means we can do that. And also hit, wait, do I have the merman statue? Heart, soul. No merman statue. Oh, but it's nice. Yeah, so I'm decently strong. Another gem up there is nice. A diamond and a mana prism. That's cool. Alright, and I got myself a shield. Which this one you can actually just kind of run through. Normally you can just run through them if they jump at you. Okay, forget it. I was lying. Caught my video game. Yeah, not even close. I don't know if you can do it with just Wolf. I think you can. My hope is something good is at this spot. I don't want to have to do that jump if I don't have to. You never know. Never know. That's not good. My other choice is, because I gotta run back, the Coliseum I can check. It's a lot of work for infinite money. Just suck it up and... No, I mean, it's worth it to try to get that. I mean, your odds are you got 3 relics. Oh, a card sword. I'll switch that over the fist. Fist is probably maybe better, but Alucard's is simpler for the range. It sounds pretty cool too. It sounds like it's fast. Should have done the teleport. It's not that big of a deal. We'll be able to grab the teleport on, where can we go? We do the Olrox room teleport. He's haking around the 2 rooms. I mean, the 2 guys in the room I can take now. With a sword. Just going naked's usually a little weird. Eventually I'll get there. Going on insane. Alright, so I gotta do the goofy transformation into Olrox, grab that teleport, see what's at the Coliseum. Not a great one so far. Trying to get money. I'd say decently strong. Almost. Fast forward that. I want to actually wait here for a minute. It changes every minute. There we go. Man, find more and more rings. I'll be able to at least kind of get some pity gear. It's just I already know if I don't go... I don't find like a diamond or something. Maybe a bunch of gear I want at 10k. Let's see. Yeah, I'm holding out for more movement and the familiars I want. What do we got? Piece of Vlad's. Alright, I gotta get that. It doesn't really help me. I mean, it does and it doesn't. Like, I gotta get it for, you know, the Dracula, obviously. Like, it doesn't help my movement. That is Cat Eye? I mean, it's 8 int. I guess that's good. I'll probably end up using magic in this fight. You don't really have to fight cats too often in this game, so... Ah. I'm hitting with a bunch of these instead. What are you doing? Yeah, I gotta get this. Alright, 2 pieces of leads down. Still no money. I like this song, it's just the most jarring one to start. Especially because you leave, or you change sound areas a couple times even within that little small area. Never know when that'll come in handy. Just know this to grab the teleports, and then I can either do the jump and hope, or just do my... No. I'm just gonna do the library. And hope. It'll be decent. Possibly. Put this down just in case I go around the weird way for some reason. No item, of course. Thank you, video game. Would have been too easy. It's okay. Knowledge is now power. I mean, I could technically go to Richter as well for 1 relic. No, I'm just gonna hope for the librarian have good stuff. Cheap. It's not like I really need a ton. I like 1 accessory. My shield's fine. Or just accessories. Yeah, I'd like a different sword, but Alucard sword ain't bad. Why do you dead guys have pizza on you? It should be with turtles. Everyone knows this. I don't have any of them, right? How much did I have? 5 grand? 7 grand, that ain't bad.
I'm interested in.
Alright, gravity boots, that helps. I can do... I can fly now, but it's the bad kind of flying. Like last game I had that with double jump, which is much, much easier. This one has 4,000 duplicator? I mean, okay.
Thank you.
Mojo Mail's probably... Mojo Mail's the same as whatever I have on. Weapons, I wouldn't have changed it for anything either. Maybe the chakrams? I mean, the chakrams are pretty good. Monster Vial, Life Apple? I a couple of these. There was no...
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Thank you. Farewell for now.
I mean... It's a movement. It's a movement thing. Good enough. Now, where do I need to use it is the better question. That's kind of close. Yow. Alright, next we're gonna go above... Where? We'll go to the Richter area. I want to double jump. Or just give me bat form. Preferably both. Because I can do quite a few areas. I can do Richter. This is a little annoying with no jumps. I can do all rocks because I actually have a transformation. I can do all of the bottom area, including the succubus. Yeah, a lot of stuff is open. I can go back and do the Owl Knight. I'm never good at guessing where this is. Yeah. I think I have to bonk this. There we go. I mean, it's how you do it, at least. I hate doing this. Go. Really hoping it was one of those ones. You doing, Skull Daddy? They're trying to do this nonsense against the freaking goose guys. There we go. Please come down here. There's my diamond. I don't think I need anything though, alright? Topaz is poison, I want to say, yeah. It's even better. Perfect. Easy. There's a big bag of money. I thought I was gonna one-shot him. One of these days. One of these days. That's what I'm trying to do. To the lunar rod? Or moon rod, I guess. Moon rod's super cool. It sounds great and it has a good use special. I nicked my head when I was cutting my hair. It's a little itchy. Alright, second flap and we got 3 more. Why didn't the gates do the thing? Isn't there usually a cutscene for that? Event scene? I don't know what you call it. Am I too close? Take pity on me. Nope. Like, no pity for you. Really don't want to have to do the goose thing. Nah, I just run the timer. It's usually how I gauge how good or bad the run is. A little over an hour is really nice. Under an hour is rare. Anything over an hour, usually an hour or 10 minutes, I dislike. Come on, get down here so we can start killing you. See? I hate them so much. Why are you such an annoying monster? There we go. Am I on the wrong one? I gotta go over one. Okay, so right there. I can't move horizontally unless you get one transformation again afterwards. Really? Give me all the familiars now, thank you. This one just randomizes the items and where the relics are. You have to find 5 pieces of Vlad's to fight Dracula. That's my whole goal. So whenever I'm announcing the different goofy relics, it's just to unlock more relics usually. This one's a pretty simple one. Okay, so 2 of them are at Olrox, which they're not terrible to get to. The one in the beginning I hate, because it takes so long to do the all night. I don't know if you ever played this game or not, but this is definitely a good one to goof around in. I did. I grabbed, only a couple hours in. But very enjoyable so far. And you definitely see if you're a fan of the older Fire Emblems, you may not like it as much. But it's kind of in line with the newer one. Newer ones, excuse me. Oh, that's fine. Oops. I missed. Look, what? What? You're still on Xenoblade 3? Playing that for months now, what the hell are you doing? The game definitely did not trap me for after game stuff. It was fine though. I like 2 and 1 better. Mind your business. I love the machine gun one. Goofball. Like horrifying when you first play them. Sorry. The weirdest sleeping schedule. I'm on super early. I have the silver ring as well? I do. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah. I'm with you on that. Like I said, I played it and I still enjoyed it. I just didn't like it as much as the other ones. They managed to make all the main characters pretty much dead in that game. I don't understand why the Monolith people have this weird fetish for androids. It's like in every game you play. I mean, minus Xenogears, everyone was pretty emotional in that one. They're all like dead android people. Hoping it gets cool. I won't spoil anything in the game for you, but I personally think that Xenoblade 1 and 2, you know, are they're connected enough, right? Kind of. This was like an unnecessary ending to the trilogy. Oh, did I make that? Okay. They do explain it. It's like really weird to describe without spoiling anything, but it's right up to the end. Similar to like, you know, on 2, where you had like no important story until basically the last dungeon. That's how that one works too. But yeah. I mean, you know, I hate spoiling stuff. So just generalizations. They will... All the stories right at the end. It's backloaded for that game. And the story, it is neat how they bring it about. I don't like any of the characters. Well, the big dude and the little muscle girl, those are both fine. Now, like, I'm not a big fan of muscle dudes either, but he at least kind of had emotion, you know? Mio was alright. Senna, that's her name. I don't remember what the hell the guy's name is. I remember Mio's. I don't even remember the guy's name. I played that game for 95 hours. I don't remember the character's name. That's a sign where your characters suck. I mean, I'm not that old. I can list off like... I think... What the hell was his name? No clue. Anyways, yeah, they draw an end to that. Oh, you know what? I have the gold and silver ring. Whoops. Almost skipped out on that. Which is nice, but the characters are bad and the bad guys are terrible, which... I really like it when they do interesting Welcome back, Mayu. I like when they do interesting bad guys. It's one of my, I want to say pet peeves, but it's something I actually kind of care about in my JRPGs, you know? I like a little bit of story with them. Everything doesn't have to be just black and white. How's the stream been so far? Not bad. I can't complain, really. I mean, I always run quiet streams, so I've got a yammer the whole time. Always makes me happy. Trying to figure out some games to play. It's gotta be goggles, maybe? Yeah. Not, oh, fuck, I gotta do this stupid jump. I did try that game. I mean, that's all I'm here for, right? These are annoying. I don't have any way to go horizontal. I'm not trying to be a knucklehead. I just can't. Once you do the high jump, you can't, like, the character will not move left or right. Unless you hit the wall and turn into the wolf again. Like, it's just how the game works. So it's just kind of annoying to do. I did try Unchained Echoes. The guy, the creator, it looks awesome. I don't know if I like it yet. I'm a couple hours into it, so that's not really fair to judge the game, you know? I remember reading up on the creator, and he likes all the games I like, so I'm like, okay, maybe it's cool. But so far, it's okay. Used to use Hammerhead. I like that. I think my dad called me a knucklehead a couple times. Never any bad names, you know? Very easy family. I also like Behave, so... So it's tough for me to judge that game. I was just trying to find games... Oh, fuck, I forgot to... Excuse my language. I've been playing Monster Sanctuary like a bunch. It's like a... like this kind of game, but with Pokemon. I'm having a lot of fun. I think I'm gonna start Scarlet Nexus. Just for my own enjoyment, you know? I do have the duplicator. I think I'm gonna kill her with bats. I have a decent amount of cool weapons. But yeah, I was trying to decide, like, Stranger in Paradise, Scarlet Nexus, Danganronpa 3, Final Fantasy 15, Final Fantasy Interlude. I never did the whole Yuffie bit.
Mother!
Darkling, I feel your blood.
It's kind of close.
A vampire? Could it be? That strength, that beauty. You're the son of Lord Dracula.
Death in the dream world will set your soul wandering for eternity, demon.
Chicken unicorn.
Wait, I beg of you.
Monkey let me down twice. Disappointing. Spike Breaker? It's pretty close. Ring of Pails isn't actually that good. It's just the duplicator takes away like 20-something defense. It's a pretty big difference. But you don't need defense if you don't get hit, right? So just don't get hit. Duh. Jabberjaws. Jabberwockies. Okay, we did that. Do I have the mermaid statue? I don't think I do. Nope. Pieces of lads. It's okay. We can do... Oh, I can do the spike breaker part too then. I have the snorkel, I'm safe. I got 2 of those, we're good. I wonder, is he hurt from the water? Is it blessed water? Is it just water that hurts him? I don't know if I can go over this way. I might have messed that up. Yeah, I did. Can I... No! I was on it! Okay. I've never actually had to do this before, so... Wait, does that count? Maybe? Perfect. First try. I remember I had to do... I gave up, I think, on one of my runs. Because if I have to get to the upside down castle, the one area... Where was it? I think it was like a 3rd run I was doing for whatever, God knows what reason. This one's not going smoothly. But yeah, it was in the upside down church area. If you... I had to try to get through like a weird upside down corridor, which I couldn't do. Because I had to do the stupid jumps like I was doing right there. And they just don't work well. Sorry, puppy. I mean, he's part vampire, so... I'm not sure if they go that route with the water. And there has been a church and all that here. So it could be blessed water running around. Thank you, I guess. Oh my Bob, I just thought about it. It's gonna be so difficult to do the... Can I go anywhere before this? Alright, so I have to do the spike room with no light. I'll have the spike breaker, which is nice, but I don't remember the layout, so I'm gonna have to try to jump. This is gonna be weird. I have to do it blind and with no ability to jump. But besides that, it should be really smooth. Oh, bananas. So this one you can see. And then I think I hit the wall. Okay, up. Alright, we did. I knew it. See, it's not that bad. Because remember there was like a lip. From I mean, the dragon hat's a nice upgrade. Looks like it was a cape. Oh, just a cloth cape. Are your fishies happy? I have a library card? Why would I have a library card? Over again for total bucks. Yeah, they're annoying. I mean, they're gorgeous fish. It's just, I don't know. They're like the show dog of fish, you know? Constant maintenance. Get yourself an Oscar or two. They're fine. Those dumb bastards. They just try to kill themselves all the time. Yeah, an Oscar. Did it jump out of the tank? It's seriously the most common thing with them. They always try to jump out of their tanks. Alright, game, you gotta give me double jump if you're not gonna give me bat. Now I'm gonna go to the Owl Knight, which is Horsehead? Go. I don't know if I can do fish right now. It's funny too, because fish really aren't, they're not really high maintenance. It's just there is the initial startup. For, you know, decorations, tanks. I mean, obviously just the initial investment. If you want something that isn't just... if it isn't just first, what are they called? If you're not just getting generic goldfish. Not to knock generic goldfish, just saying. Some of the little fishies are a little more work. I just don't have a tank, which those are the biggest pain in the asses to find. Because cheap tanks suck. This might be a dead siege. Because I'm running into the issue where I think I'm gonna have that same situation with the upside down trying to do the weird horizontal jump. Oh, you know what? That was 2 ago that I gave up. I did do it once. I'm just really bad at doing the high jump diagonally. I don't really know how you're supposed to do it. That place always freaks out. I'm not gonna bother. Oh, you know what? I didn't do these 2 relics. Okay, so maybe we're still cool. We're cool. Just don't let me down. I'm still in the friggin' right side up castle after an hour. My favorite are always glass fish. They're just so prone to fish rot. Or, excuse me, fin rot. You just can't find them before they're already dying in the shops, you know? You know, it's a good run when you find every single familiar card in the right side up castle. It's not, it's bad. I get a shrimp as a cleanup. Like in Finding Nemo. There's no, I mean, as long as you don't get a giant one, I don't think they're harmful. Okay, good. Good. Like, I definitely need bat. I would have taken double jump. Yes. Alright, so where can I go with bat form? I did Olorox, correct? Yeah, I did. I think it's just time to go to the next castle. Go find my princess. I'm missing out on the library, which sucks because I don't have a library card. Throw this a little bit. Don't want to sit here for a minute. Really want to take one. Well, there's supposed to be a little stuff in there, you know? Not myself, but I know my mother who used to run a tank business. Literally called Tanks R Us, which is kind of funny. They would put their poor fish into shock by just dropping them in like fresh, clean water from out of their normal habitat, which that's not a good thing to do. Did I not grab? Oh, I did. I just happen to grab every single teleport because I need them. Without mobility, you kind of need to grab a lot of these. Alright, I need my goggles. Wait, did I not go up here? Be annoying to hit this. I don't even have double jump. Well, that's not good. He actually kind of hurts me. No, no, I don't want to hit you, please. Okay, good. Like, you gotta try not to kill him. You get 2 chances, though. Morning, Aether. 28 months. Crazy.
No. What if...
It's too many. Too many. Well, at least you know it doesn't pay to win. Is that one higher? That one's higher. Anything dumb? I use a duplicator a lot. Not too bad. Not too bad. How goes it over there for you? More. Ooh. Yeah, I know everyone's sleepy. Sorry, it's your buddy. That seems like a waste of time, but I'm happy it popped in. How do I beat this? This actually hurts. Oh, dog farm? Now it's like, do I go back to the other castle and get the other... How many will I have? 3? 1, 2... No, I probably should hold out here and hope for a library card. Grab the teleport just in case. Watch my manners. Because I don't have double jump anymore, I actually have to use these. You ever play Castlevania? 8th year? Oh, the little shield hit counts for some reason. God, my camera's actually reversed, so. Did you ever play Castlevania? We supposed to race? Alright, 2 more. We got, let's see. What more pieces? I can get 1, 2, 3, 4 pretty easily. I wish they would at least give me my holy water. You know what, maybe I'll sneak down there, because otherwise the fights are going to be a little more difficult. When I go to the clock area, there is a nice spot where they give you... I don't know if it's all of them, but I'm pretty sure it's all of them. So, that's the jump right there that I have issues with getting. Oh my god. I accidentally do it sideways. Once in a weekend. Like you beat it in a weekend? Oh, nice. You got the Pokemons. Alright, I'm out of mana. I don't know. You play for a long time. I think a regular playthrough is probably... Like for your first time, I want to say 8 hours? 6 to 8 hours? Not a very long game. My run's awful, but usually it's around an hour and 10 minutes. I forgot to do the... Oh, you know what? I got poison stuff. The little clouds are poison, so... In this game, poison blows. It doesn't... Oh, I don't think it hurts you at all, but it cuts your attack in half, which is worse. Merman statue, that sucks. Shaky Johnson. Thank you for the follow. What? I'm not technically a Buffalo native, but I lived there for 25 years. How are you doing? You being the Hydra at the bottom? Well, that's not terrible. Oh, for sure. I mean, I definitely don't think I have the accent of a Floridian. And realistically, everyone from down here is from somewhere else. Oh, good night. Fan of Castlevania by chance? I'm doing a randomizer. This is just an awful one. I'm usually done by now. But, I have 0 cool movement. I had to basically traverse with high jump and wolf form, which is really not fun. Just classic. Okay, so you know about the randomizers then. I don't have... Yeah. No necessary glitches needed, you know? I don't even have friggin' double jump. I really wish I had double jump. It's my favorite relic. Oh yeah? Colorado was for me. Whereabouts were you in Colorado? I visited, my buddy lived in Boulder. I think. No, he lived in Colorado Springs. My fault. Oh, there you go. You're from Springs too? What the hell? I had a lot of fun when I was there. The only issue is, so... I don't know if you guys, well, if you were born there, it would be different, but like I was not acclimated to the altitude change, which really is a thing. And I went with a chest infection, which, I mean, you don't plan chest infections. I had my trip planned, you know, a month in advance. So that was not a fun one. And my buddy's like, hey, you want to go up to Pikes Peak? Like, not a chance in hell. I hate hiking to begin with. Why would I go higher? I can't breathe as it is. Crazy people. No. Got no mana. Actually, you know what? I have mana prisms. Oops. I was sick in the beginning. Altitude actually wasn't that bad. Like my buddy, but when he moved there from Buffalo, he actually was in the hospital. It hit him so hard. I wasn't that bad, but every now and then I had to stop and like take a different breath. Take another breath. Yeah, I have a Morn Blade right now. I grabbed an Alucard sword not too far off in the beginning. What was I doing after that, though? What was I saying? I don't remember now. As I'm going through every menu in the world. Altitude, yeah. So, yeah, I just ended up, I had a great time. It was actually one of the first times I ever had all the pretzels. My buddy from Buff... Oh, come on. Banana heads. Use the language. Anyways, yeah, a lot of good breweries over there. I had a lot of fun. And it was not, like, pretentious. Which, that's the problem with a lot of those... what's it called? A lot of the, like, you know, the small breweries, the microbreweries. They can be a little on the pretentious side. Nah, these places were cool. I gotta play pool or billiards, whatever the hell you want to call it. Had some pretzels and beer. It was awesome. Hot pretzels. No cheese, though. They thought I was a freak. I'm like, you don't eat cheese with your pretzels? They're like, only mustard. I'm like, alright, that's cool. So I went back at my restaurant. I was like, you know, I think we should start serving hot pretzels. And we did. Fantastic profit margin. They were already pre-made ones we bought. We didn't make them in the store. What's it called? I always lose my things. But yeah, I mean, we got the pre-made ones from Rich's. It's because, you know, Rich's is located in Buffalo, and the Rich family is super awesome. They've always been friends with my family. Which they do, I mean, Christ. They do more of your products than you would ever think of or know. But yeah, we would give, you know, 3 pretzels for like $6 or something like that. Nothing expensive. $5 maybe? Cheese. Brooks went to culinary school. Ooh, like fancy dancy stuff? I can't say any of us went to classically trained. Some of our chefs did. But in my family, we owned a restaurant for 70 years. Which was mine for the last 6 or 7. Before I ended up selling it. Which, I mean, you know, thankfully it was right before COVID has sold everything because it would have been fucked. Excuse the language, but if you're not a corporation, you were not surviving that. I mean, it was good money, but it wasn't that good money to just not be able to stay open for 2 years. Yeah, definitely like that. What's going on, Sarah B? We've just been doing it for so long. Like, even though I'm not technically the oldest person in the world, it was my family business. I've been at it since I was 5. You know, you can only do so many college days and working. Can't complain too much. Had a lot of fun. Definitely miss a lot of the things in there, but yelling at drunk people ain't one of them. Oh, my hands are dead. I do like this new controller, though. Sarah B, I blame you. I've been playing that Monster Sanctuary every now and then. No, I want my whole bottles. Actually, it doesn't matter anymore. None of the monsters I attack with these. Con pollo. Oh yeah? I was just doing some randomizers up it. Oh, come on, that should have counted. You know what? I forgot to put on my little buddy. She can yell at me. Oh yeah? I just did my first bravery randomizer. Whoops. Oh, my Bob. I have no idea how long it took me to do the first run. Can you guys just let me go there? I don't even need to kill you. I think my vanilla run was... Well, I think I put it down there. But the randomizer run was only 11 hours? But I didn't do Blobberg. Mostly because I couldn't. I had a weird team. It was Brawlish, the Lion Buddy, and the Ascendant. I ended up getting one of those. Which I'm just stubborn. I just pick my 3 and I stick them. I tried. Ooh. How'd that go? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight Yalamoth. Oh. I mean, I guess I have missed. Is this gonna be... I don't know. I really don't like doing Galmoth when I'm super weak, you know? It's okay. Oh, bananas. Is fine. Where is my good buddy that I can never find? I know, I finally got to play with the Cracker Turtle, because you don't get to play with him in the normal game very early at all, you know? And not only is he adorable, but he is awesome. My barrel circlet? No barrel circlet. I do have a Dragon Home, and I have missed, which means I can get in there pretty easily. Actually, maybe you'll appreciate this. Let me find a picture of... Hold on. Yeah, the barrel... The topaz is poison. I know, I'm with you on the light email would be cool. Yeah, no problem. I wasn't trying to be a jerk. This is as laid back as it gets, trust me. Hold on. Where is my... I will find this. It'll take 10 seconds. I want to show you what I found. I think this is great. This was on my run. If you've played it a couple times, you know how horrifying this is. Even my little piggy was screaming when he saw it. Like, this is my first big champion fight. Let's go. Yeah. And it wasn't the little blue, the purple guys. The Vertex, those aren't the ones that are scary. It's the fungi. A champion fungi is a monster. I seriously underestimated the fungi the first when I found them initially because I mean he looks like a little penis. Like he's not exactly horrifying. Oh, there's my library card. That's very good. That's awesome. Okay. I mean that saves me more time than he's got the physical. Oh, that's awesome. I like it. Guys, I've done everything wrong for this. It's fine. Is it a meal ticket? Or is it a library card? No one will ever know. Alright, so how are we gonna do this? I can be cheap and just fly up to his head and do a bunch of the cool stuff. I have a couple life apples. I have 9 life apples. I don't think I'm gonna die. Maybe I'll heal just in case. I don't even have a healing thing. That's fine. I like killing them with the bats because that makes me happy. Maybe we'll kill them with bats. Yeah, and a dragon helm. That should be okay. I wish I had health. I don't even have double jump. Oh, that's not bad. I mean, it would be nicer if I can actually punch him in the head, but yeah, that wasn't that bad. The Dragon Helm helps so much. He's like the one monster where the whole halving of the defense is like super important. That wasn't bad at all. Let's use a potion. I probably could have actually grabbed the off course. Thank you, video game. Sunstone work? Nope. It was one of the weirder things to get the full map clear. You got a library card out of the Dracula fight. Alright, so I'm going to... I have to use my merman statue. I have to use... this thing. My mist here. I have to use the silver ring room. We got this. Probably. This is the room of hell. The only other place that has worse rooms is the Colosseum. Like, every room in the Colosseum's horrible. They have the horses, they have the gunmen, they have baby guardians, like, it's just all bad. Seriously? You fly? Jackwagon. Oh, there you go, that's nice. A little late, but you know, better late than never, right? Mind your business. Alright, now Silver Ring Room and then Merman Statue. Am I gonna go past him? Yes. Wait, do I have wolf things then? I don't. Cool for school. That's a good one. It's a full house. Mm-hmm. Alright. Where am I going? Silver Ring Room. Yeah, these seats have gone on so long I forgot everything. I don't have wolf. So I'll go the Olrock's way. Yeah. Usually I get like an hour-long seat and I'm happy. Not today. The last one was worse. Was it worse? I think it was. Because I had to go back twice. And then it was the Silver Ring Room was hiding the ring to get me the other place. Hate you horses. And they won't give me a Mystic Pendant because that would be too easy. Oh no, I want to go up there. I knew that. Do I have it on? I do. I don't have Super Wolf form. That's the best part in the game if you can break all the spikes in the wolf form. Yeah, that was easy. I think that's everything, right? Good. Oh, bananas. Where'd my shields go? Kind of. I mean, I still had to go back and forth a couple times. And my movement was just the... Yeah, my movement was the Jewel of Open. Into the Rocket Jump. Or no, into Wolf, and then into Rocket Jump, which is... one of the more annoying ones. But this one isn't as miserable as last week. Which kind of stinks. Last week was almost the worst seed I've ever done. And I've only done like 500 or 600 of these now. I think it was the second worst one. I had to go through the church area with the Jewel of Open to get wolf form to do the waterfall jump. which, I mean, I was really strong. That's the only thing that kind of saved that. I think I had a Chrysogrim and a Varda. And then Galamoth was holding, I think, Mist Form? He was holding something stupid where I had to go back again. Maybe he's holding the Mermaid statue. I don't remember. It was bad. No, I don't want to touch that. I like my axe. I think the only one I grabbed was, yeah, upside down goat head. I think I'm really high level now. So, actually have a decent amount of mana, even if it doesn't look like it. I kill him with bats. Again, back-to-back bats. I can't do the cold bat charge thing. One of these days I'll learn it. One of these days. This is when you pop on the Mystic Pendant, like, all your mana back. It's cool. Bonk. Yeah, yeah. Alright. I can't kill him with skeletons, but I want to. You and... I don't know if I can crit with these. Oh. Do a strength one for Dracula. Will be golden. I'll pause on his dialogue.
Behold my true form and despair!
Go back whence you came. Trouble the soul of my
This was a
mother
slow
no
one.
more.
How?
How?
Come on, little buddy. Release the bats. We did it. We did it. We completed it. Mission accomplished. Maria's gonna be mad at us because we apparently didn't explore enough. Saving the world? Cool, whatever.
So
you didn't
you
look at the
made it.
castle enough.
Alucard, I'm glad you're all right.
I'm have to
I'm
go
sorry.
after him though.
'Tis my fault you
Thanks
had
for
to
the
fight
GG.
your own father.
Fear not. I had my own reasons for destroying him.
It must have been painful for you.
Alright, I'm not gonna make you.